Geometry Concept 36 Teacher Talk. Before watching this video, please make sure to attempt both these problems on your own. So if you have not, please go ahead and stop the video now and do so. In Concept 36, we're talking about finding the volume of our different figures. So let's look at the first problem here. It says, a soup can has a diameter of 10 centimeters and a height of 15. What is the volume of the soup in the can if 0.5 centimeters of space is left at the top of the can to allow for expansion? Well, if we think about a soup can, we know that a soup can is going to be a cylinder. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture here, and I want you to do the same. And that way we can label our picture inside. Since we're given that the diameter is 10, remember diameter is the length from one end of the circle through the center to the other end. And then we're also given a height here of 15 centimeters. So I'm going to label as such. Now we're asked to find the volume of the soup though. So if we go ahead and draw in the soup here, we know that there's 0.5 centimeters between the top of the can and the start of the soup. So that means here if the total height of the can is 15, that we need to go ahead and subtract 0.5 from that total height to give us the height of the soup, which in this case is going to be 14.5 centimeters. And so now that we have all these links, we can go ahead and use our formula for volume of a cylinder. Remember, you can find those formulas always on your geometry sheet before you take an exam. And so if we go in, but the volume here is going to be given as pi equal to r squared times RH. Remember, r here is the radius, and radius is always half the diameter. And then the h here is the height. So we have the diameter, so if we take half of that, that means that our radius here is going to be 5. And then we have that height that we found of 14.5. And so we take pi times 5 squared times 14.5 in our calculator. We should get out approximately 1,138.83 centimeters cubed. Remember, since this is volume, this is going to be units cubed. And since we're specified centimeters, we're going to use such. If it asks you to leave it in terms of pi, we would leave it as that 362.5 times pi centimeters cubed. Our second problem here says that the largest pyramid in the world was built around 2500 BC by Khufu, or Cheops, a king of ancient Egypt. The pyramid had a square base of 230 meters, which is approximately 756 feet, on each side, and a height of 147 meters, or 482 feet. We want to find the volume of Cheops' pyramid. So this is going to be a square pyramid since we're given that it has a square base. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this to the best of my ability. It's not a very pretty pyramid, but it'll work. Go ahead and draw that. And then we're going to go ahead and label our dimensions here. Now, one other thing that we're going to need here is the formula for the volume of a pyramid. Remember, for the volume of a pyramid, volume is equal to 1/3 times B times H, where the capital B here is the area of the base. So since this is a square pyramid, we need to find the area of that square since that is our base. H here is going to be the height of that pyramid. So let's go ahead and label our drawing. So we know that on each side it's 230 feet, so I'm going to label as such. But then we're going to go ahead and we're given a height here of 147 meters. And so to find the area of the base, remember, to find the area of a square, all we need to do is take the side length times itself, or side length squared. So 230 times 230, so it's going to be 230 squared. The height here is that 147. And so we can go ahead and plug in that area of the base, the 230 squared, and the height, the 147, into our formula. And so if we do that, go ahead and plug that into our calculator. So we're taking in that 230 squared times 147 times 1/3, or you can think of that as divided by 3 if you like. This is going to be approximately 2,592,100 meters cubed. Again, since this is volume, we have to use our units cubed. Pause the video here and go back to either of these examples if you need to, and if you have further questions, please see your instructor.